Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off-play action on first down. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Punga. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Quick throw to the right. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Finding an escape route. He breaks a tackle. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Got a man, it's Duke. He'll make the play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. With jet sweep pass. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll leave it with him. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, we saw it on that play.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try to get outside. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Find some fresh air. The wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to him on the ground. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. To the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Azukama. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to run for it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Canes will punt this one away.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
Yeah, and they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Power football with the run. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Here's a heat. Gets it out fast. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Canes will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Back to pass, it's Punga. Sets up the screen. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Woodside. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback. Then you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
They'll ride the hot hand. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got a man. It's Vaughn. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback and have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating breed.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Let's go! Let's go! Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
LSU 23, Miami 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the back.